Hey you, and welcome back to Banished. We are in Bellaton. We have tools. Finally. Okay, I gotta tell you, warn you, talk to you. Boy, we know we need food and we know we need firewood. We really need tools. The food, remember I made a really silly comment in the last recording, I think. We won't have to worry about food for a while. Ouch. We had a couple of years, and then I mean we've got this maxed out. We got all the farmers working these fields we can. The fields are nice and compact and everything's here. But you know how you've seen how the seasons go, okay? We have early spring and then late spring and whatever. 2 years go in a row. First of all, they were out of tools, so they were planting and harvesting a lot slower. And 2 years in a row, it hit her early autumn. Everything still looked green. Everything was beautiful. Instant snow, and most of the crops died on the field. Yeah. This was very, very late last night. I'm sitting here in my jammies going, I need tools. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh my God. Oh my God. I have no food. This had dipped down to about 300. It was horrifying. I have seen so many people have written to me and said, "Boy, this game looks pretty easy. It must be very relaxing and all the rest of it." And yeah, when when everything's going good, it's so easy until it's not. And the bigger is getting, and the population here. Oh, see, look at the food. It's gonna be a scary summer. I'm gonna have to start. People are gonna start dying if I'm not really, really careful here. This is horrifying. Now, I suppose we could, chop this down. If you take this and slide it down, then it starts killing. Keep enough for breeding, but it will put instant meat into the food supply. Something to think about sometimes, but this is making me really nervous. It's like, no, I'm going to kill all my little peoples. It's terrible. So I don't remember if I had the little orchard here downtown during the last recording or not. It was very late last night. The tools were freaking me out. Now, what I did, I actually, you know what, I should share this with you because it was getting worse. That number of people without tools was just climbing and climbing and climbing, and it was getting really frightening. And it was obvious that the mines were not going to keep up, and we needed wood. We needed firewood. Obviously, I have to get another woodcutter in here really soon. I came over here and I turned both of these off. I put the Forester's Lodge to just cutting instead of cutting and planting. I turned off everything that wasn't absolutely necessary, and you will still see some things are off over here. Nobody's working there. Nobody's working in the tavern. I think put this to just about zero everything so that they weren't taking any food out of the food supply. And I put all these people working as gatherers, like just laborers who had no tools. They were karate chopping those trees and digging the ore out with their little spoons. But by turning the other mine off, I concentrated the entire workforce here. Had a blacksmith there, had a blacksmith there, had this forestry lodge just cutting, which actually, you know what, isn't a bad idea. So this was filling up with wood nicely. This guy was pumping out the firewood, and both blacksmiths had access to the iron and the wood they needed to actually get this tool number back up. And what I did is send people down here to pick up the iron ore that was laying around, because that seemed faster than waiting on the mines. And there was a fair bit of it. There were big chunks like this, 2 or 3 of them. As you can see, those are all gone now, so we've got to start counting on the mines to get us through. They've got to do that. The kids are in school. I have to admit, man, I had a moment. I thought, oh, more laborers, just fire the teacher. And I would have 20 more people out there digging up the iron with their little spoons. And I thought, oh my God, it was very tempting. It was very tempting. Now, as it turns out, we got that issue under control, but the food one is scaring me because it was 2 or 3 years in a row where we had really, really early fall. Like just instant snow, and these fields were just dying. It hit early autumn, bang, snow. And it was like the crops haven't even grown yet and they're dying already. It was not good. So I do want to get this put in as soon as I feel like, because of the logs, the stone, the iron situation, I want a lot more firewood being chopped before I dare, yeah, take it away for another market. And I want, yeah, get some more housing in around the markets, although they like to be where their jobs are too, so that's not necessarily any better. Now I do have this one over here now, and I just thought it would be easier for this, this sort of blue collar community to be able to have food on hand, and I think that's probably going to be a good idea. But it's early autumn. I'll just wait till spring, I think, to set that in order, because we don't have a lot of laborers. Boy, those kids in school, you know what? I don't know how long they stay in school, but some of them are forever. I have had, okay, 16, that sounds reasonable. Now, at 10 years old, they used to go into the workforce. And over here somewhere, the other, recently, student at 15, that's okay. Student at 20, I have had them at 21 and I have had them at 22. So I don't know if they all stay in school that long. Yeah, 19. So you're waiting. I mean, there was some I was looking at, they were 22 years old and they were still students. So you are missing 12 years of labor there. And yeah, I'll tell you, I was tempted to fire that teacher and take those kids out of school. I need people. I need bodies. Now, I need to get mostly see, this guy is just cutting at this point, and that makes the logs come in nice, but that's not going to be much of a forest for very long. And yeah, this one, hunting, oh, wait a minute, this one, yeah, let's get back to planting, because we've also got gatherers in here, so we can't have this going, too bare. That wouldn't be a good thing. And quite frankly, we should probably get him planting again too. And where are they putting all this wood, one wonders? So there's a little bit here. We do have a woodcutter handy. Wherever the wood is being stored, that's where we want another woodcutter, obviously. You know what? I'm just going to stick it near the center. Oh, looky here. There we go. There's some wood being hauled in. Lovely. So let's see if we can get another woodcutter somewhere nearby so he doesn't have too awfully long to hike around. Now, there's nothing that says he has to be on the road. Not really. We can just tuck him in back here. He can come out in the morning, look over the creek. That'd be nice. That'll be fine. And it's relatively close. So we'll let him start cutting more firewood, because this is going to be a cold and creepy winter. I don't like this too much. And the food is, it's not bad. It's not great. And I have no laborers. As people die or age or do what they do, somebody drops off and then the labor pool just automatically fills that up. Yeah, people are getting cold. Now we have lots of warm coats, so do try to dress properly, people. Now this is a problem. Now as they take food out of here, they do wander in and pick it up and put it in. But I don't know how long this stuff keeps. Is it just going to sit there and wait? That looks like a very scary situation, and I'm not liking that a whole lot. But they're not hauling it anywhere else either. Once once the barn is full, you would think they would wander. See, they're still putting things in or taking things out, but you think they'd go over to the other barn, which is mostly full, and things are piled here as well. And I hope that they will wander off a little bit further, and they're not doing that. They're just not doing that. Now with the markets, apparently these guys will go out and do, they're looking for even amounts of everything. They're trying to be, a nice central place where lots of good things can happen, and housing children. See, you get afraid to let the population look at all these people that could be breeding, but you have to feed the little blighters too, and that's not, okay, we'll give you another house. One here, one there. You know, the game starts easy. You think all the tension is at the beginning, right? You think, oh, it's they're going to starve that first year, and I suppose if things were a lot more compact, if you just had a market and everything packed around it. You know, in games we used to do like Caesar, where a building only had a certain area of influence, and you had to make sure everything was in the right neighborhood, and it was all about packing it in and juggling it, you know, to reach as many houses as possible so incomes would go up and blah blah blah. And it sound, you know, and that's the kind of game it was. You really didn't have a choice. I would like to think with this one that there is an option that we can spread out a little bit and we can do some good things, but it's nerve-wracking. It really is. And as your, you know, the population is growing, it's like, oh my goodness, my goodness. See, now I took everything out and there's all those beautiful seeds. Okay, can't do it. Just go away. We'll trade some other day. We've got plenty of food. Oh, and I stuck another one back here. See, I forgot to start the other. Because the idea was to spread out the food, you know, just a little bit. I figure if you live a long way from the center or something, you're probably going to have your own little garden out back, right? And I think these people over here would do that. They're going to want to, you know, at least put your own little back garden in, because, yeah, 24 and 40, we have enough for stone. And we will pop another one in. You know, these guys are kind of off on their own. They like it, obviously, a little bit quieter. You know, stroll in the graveyard at night. So, and oh yes, and these guys over here, I wanted to make sure they could do a little bit of their own gardening to make sure there is a food supply nearby. Taters. Good old taters. And I did just put another house in here. I think that one a moment ago. So they're all stone cutters. Maybe we need another house. Wow. See, you're not going to want to live right next to that. That's just too grim. That's no good. We'll put you over here. There we go. So we'll have a couple new houses there, and they can take care of that food supply and put something in that barn so they don't have so far to go for things. You know, the stone and the iron is here. There are logs. We do have some guy cutting firewood. And did our other one get going? There's a question. There we go. So now we need another woodcutter. Thank you very much. All these cold little people. Well, this will be a nice central area for firewood, unless, of course, the market takes it all. And even though we've only got one vendor out of a possible 12, he's actually doing a pretty good job. So who's my vendor? What's his little name? Who are you? Tavo. Okay, Tavo, you kind of rock. Look at them right through the forest, just taking some shortcuts, getting the job done. Now, hopefully, let's go watch him. Maybe, wouldn't it be nice if he took some of the food from the outside? No, of course not. That wouldn't be any fun. But hopefully, you know, they'll pick that up and put that in here. And you know what? Maybe I just need another barn. I just got to put another barn in because they're not going to the other. As much as I would like them to do that, that isn't what is happening. So now do I put another right here where it seems reasonable? There's going to be a market right there. How much resources? Wood and stone, not too much. I just love the way the barns look. I'd like to have them, you know, right. Yeah, see, that looks nice. It looks nice sitting there. It's not too far away. And I mean, there are all these fields back here, of course, and probably having a bit of a path up through this, it would not be a bad idea. And then we can connect it here as well. And I did leave the cracks hoping that, you know, the odd seedling would fall in. See, there's one. So we can have a few trees kicking around. Oh, goodness. Children, get out of school. How much education does one really, really need? I mean, seriously. Okay, we're in early summer. We're better off than we were last year in early summer. And I love the way these fields look. Look at this. And I want a bunch of different crops just because I want to see what they all look like. I just want to have all the seeds. I just want to have all of the things. So that would be nice. Now, I know if I put any, you know, with the church and the markets and all the things, the last thing we have to build is a city hall. And I know as soon as you do that, you have nomads drop by. But I will be honest, the idea of having, you know, 4, 5, 10, 40 mouths to feed instantly kind of freaks me out. I just, yeah, I don't know. I don't want them. I just don't want them right now. We've got, you know, a good population base here. And as long as we can keep the tools and the firewood and the food up and get that whole distribution channel going. Now, my dog is barking, which means I'm just going to leave that for now and wait till this gets built. The other firewood guy is working now, I hope. Oh, look at there. We have logs. Uh-oh, what's this? Tuberculosis. We have an outbreak of tuberculosis. Oh, goody. That means I need a doctor. So, let's let our physician go back to work. And, you know, we don't have a lot of things being built. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Ooh, tuberculosis. That's horrid. That is really terrible. So these guys are growing their little taters. That's awesome. Now, have you noticed you can tell them to just harvest it quick? And with the years, with the really early snow, man, early snow, it was awful. It was just like it would say, you know, early autumn, bang, snow. We went from winter to, or from summer, beautiful green trees, you know, the aspen was still green, and bang, snow on the ground, and everything started dying. And the squash, of course, is awesome. It's a little bit hardier, so, you know, I actually went over and said harvest, harvest, harvest. So they were able to get that much going anyway, but wow, the food situation was horrible for a while. It was really scary. Now, I don't know if the tuberculosis is just gone already. That would seem almost too awesome for words. Maybe having, you know, a bazillion pounds of herbs on store. Oh, see, 2 patients. He's got patience. Is my doctor trained? Is he an educated person? Yes, that's brilliant. Okay. So we do have, oh, okay, I gotta show you. Gotta show you the chickens. They're so cute. So we have another, a second one here, and I split, you can, once you have created another pen and then have it staffed, you could click on this one and say split, and then it will take half your herd and send them on somewhere else. And I had wanted to show you the little chickens walking over, because that's what they were doing when I started this, and I forgot. I'm sorry. But see here, they'll come and they'll gather the eggs, and it's very cute. So we have 19, so 3 of these are slated for slaughter. I'm very much afraid. And 11, so one of these will end up being part of the food supply very soon. And they're over here doing their little things. That's great. They do have a house here they've done nothing on, but you know what? I guess they'll get to it when they need it. And at some point when the food is really good and I get some logs piled up again, I'm going to start worrying about trading again, because I want all the seeds. Now we have hunting, and he's planting and cutting. And boy, as soon as you take that and just say cut, the logs, it gets good. It's really fast. Now we're down on farmers because we've got the two new fields. So the herdsmen are up, gardeners or gatherers, fishermen, hunters, woodcutters. Things are getting better. 2 tailors, they're both working on different kind of coats because we have a lot of wool from all the sheep. Still just the one vendor, one trader. The miners are all in that one mine, and that's okay. And it's, you know, working. Lots of tools. I wonder what my tool limit is. Probably insane, because I got nervous. See, 400 tools are not enough. This was very stressful. I am not kidding. Oh my goodness. I really just shut down half the town and put everybody out with their spoons to dig up some iron. It was pretty bad. And at least now with the other, when we have the people to mine it, we've got the mine already in place. There are houses there, there's storage there. It'll be really nice to just turn that back on, and you know, as soon as a few more of these children get the Blazes out of school. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't complain about them being at school because they obviously have to be smarter than me. Oh, my poor little people. Put another house in here. So we've got this here. This would be for nomads, obviously, until they find homes. Which is, I'm kind of excited to see. That will be kind of nice. That'll look pretty good, yeah. We could put a church in here if we chose to. The tavern I haven't bothered to build yet because we don't have any money to man it anyway. And right now, you know, their happiness, citizens with diseases, well, that's going to make them unhappy. But there's only one now, so that's not real horrible. Although knowing it's something like tuberculosis is a little frightening. Oh, look, we have the little first aid. I love these little houses. I want to make this village in Minecraft. Oh, gosh. Minecraft. I played Elder Scrolls Online. I've been in a couple of the beta weekends, and it's so beautiful. Okay, it is so unearthly beautiful. And I'm, you know, the non-disclosure agreement is pretty intense, but it is so beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to have to build some of these places or use some of these styles of building in Minecraft because I'm just in love. It's just so nice. It's so pretty. Look, we have so many tools. We get to leave them laying around now. Isn't that wonderful? I like that. I am so happy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you run out of tools, you better be prepared for some pretty drastic measures because I'll tell you, it was, and then have early autumns hit on top of it. It was horrid. It was just horrid. That is got nothing done on it at all, and they're bringing everything over here. So, I've only got a couple of builders, but in case you haven't noticed, I'm not real fond of building too quickly either. Okay, so we're autumn. There's no snow. Let's pray for a late winter, please. Please, please. I like it. And we will do some rotating of the crops here. This one, taters, corn, squash, and wheat. Wheat and beans. Corn. Potatoes. Squash. Beans would be corn. I don't know. And what do we not have a lot of? Beans? I have no idea. It probably doesn't matter that much. Did I do this one? No, it's still got corn, still says corn, and we can go for more taters. So hopefully this food will make it into a barn or not spoil. Looks nice though, doesn't it? All those lovely colors. Oh, there's peaches. Look, that's right too, because we've got this, that's the market. We have pears, walnuts, plums, and peaches. That's what I put downtown. Oh, we got a trader in. We'll have to go check that out. That's what we did downtown here, in the center of the houses here. This is just a little patch of peaches. Imagine what that smells like in the spring. Oh, yes. And then in the fall when that fruit is ripening and it's like, wahaha. Okay, well, I don't think we have to worry about buying anything at this point. I'm hoping we have enough to get through the winter. I'm hoping that a lot, actually. There we go. So, nothing has been done here. Is that good? They put it in. Oh, what's he doing? Okay, he's going for his... See, the squash is nice. The squash will live a lot longer. Once the snow hits, you still have some small hope of getting some of the crop off the field. And I think that's amazing that Luke did that. You know, I mean, the plant itself, the squash plant, is pretty, you know, it's pretty delicate in terms of frost and stuff like that. But the squash sometimes can hang around. They store, at any rate. Let's go with that. They do store better than, you know, a lot of things would. So, look, and he's taking the little things away. There he goes. Well, there'll be a little bit down here. They'll get that sorted once the other house is built. So we get, you know, we get some beans, plums, because we do have the orchard right there. That's handy. And how is this doing? We have tools, we have iron, we have stone. Still not a lot of firewood and not as many logs as I would like. And I mean, I guess ultimately that means we just have to put in more. You know, I'll get them down here to clear this out, and maybe right in here we need, you know, another little forestry gatherer bunch of people, which will mean more houses and more laborers and more all the things. Oh my God. We'll get to it. It's not today. So babies, we're going to need more babies. Okay, so there's a house being built. We're going to have another one over there by the farm come up. This one is relatively new. Still not a lot of food in there. Now they got the, you know, the field is clean, but oh, we got a new house coming up here as well. They've started that. So we have a few more houses coming. And that'll do for now. That's, well, yeah. So I want this built. I'm just afraid to take the resources to do it. Wow. Okay, so are things disappearing or being picked up? There, see, they are picking it up, putting it inside, or just taking it away. Oh, she's taking it somewhere. Where's it going? Follow that girl. Okay, so they are slaughtering. They're in the middle of culling the herd. Is it going here? It is. Okay, nice. And she's taking more somewhere. Maybe that's the trader. Nope, just a farmer. Oh, now she's going for fuel. Okay. Awesome. It's so nice and quiet over here. Isn't that pretty in the wintertime? Look at that. You know, you've got the little, oh, look, little baby tree growing up there. Little barn looking all warm and cozy. The sheep all warm and furry. Smoke. I love the little smoke coming out of the smokestacks, especially in the winter. It just looks so cozy and cute. And there you go. We're a little bit more Bellaton. Oh, good. I'm starting, you know, when I get into the 5 digits, I feel better. Of course, there's where I was when it almost got wiped out in just a couple of early winters. It's so fast. So you have to store more, never run out of tools, always be looking ahead by forever. Wow. Yep. Lots and lots of fun things in this game. What is it, another week? We have, what is the date today? Today's the, I have no idea what today is. So about another week before this is released. On Friday, the February 14th, it is the 1-year anniversary, and I'm really trying, of my channel, I'm really trying hard to work out a new series of live streams. This year, my goal, putting it out there, I want to be doing 3 live streams a week. At some point, you know, with all my spare time and energy, it's coming, but I will definitely be doing the live streams somewhere around the anniversary within a few days, when, probably a couple of days afterwards. But big live stream. Maybe have a couple new people on the Minecraft server, and I want to do some live streaming of this. And on the release date of this game, I would normally have that day off, and I don't now, but that evening, I do have to work that day. That evening, I will be doing a live stream event of this and buying some games for you guys. So if you can manage to go to the end of the day without having bought it already, or you know what, if you just don't have the cash to buy it yourself this week, make sure you show up for my stream, because I will be giving away a few of these games on the release date. So, or maybe, you know what, maybe I should try it for the night before. That's what we're going to do, the night before the release date. Maybe we'll do that. And we'll give some games away. Or anyway, I'll let you know the schedule. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday night, the night before or the day of. And I am giving away games. That much I know for sure. And one of those evenings you will be able to drop by, hang out in the live stream, and have a little bit of a contest, and then share the fun. I am so excited. It's going to be great. I can't wait to hear all your comments about what you're doing, and please come over to Facebook when you can and give us screenshots of what you're building and things like that. I cannot wait to see all the styles and awesome fun things that are here to come. So I'm going now. There's the wall. We get somebody eating. We have little babies growing up. The market is not real busy, but oh, look at that. The markets are great. These people are brilliant. So I'm going to let things build up, maybe put down a little bit more storage areas somewhere. We're going to get some more forestry going on, because this log and wood, firewood supply is just not making me comfortable at all. Get some more houses going. We need some babies being born. Always so many chores. Yeah, which is why it's fun. So until I see you next time, leave your comments, hit the like button, do all those good things. Remember to live your life happy. Always build it beautiful. Bye-bye.